Welcome to Magnet Marketers, our weekly live show where we break down the head, heart, and hand approach to building sustainable growth in your business. During each episode, we share actual client marketing best practice examples, strategies, and tactics that will help you generate real results. Our belief? A magnet always works better than being a bullhorn to attract, retain, and build your brand. Ready to dive into this week's Relationship Marketing Training Tuesday? Well, let's get started. Here's your host, Mike Gingrich and Jessica Phillips. Boo, boo, boo. Hello, and welcome to this week, a Training Tuesday Live for Magnet Marketers, where our goals always to help you become a magnet with your marketing versus being a bullhorn. And today we're diving into more tactics on how to be a magnet, talking about some of the changes that have taken place and are taking place right now, just kind of getting the whispers of it right now in social media today. But before we dive in, let us know who you are if you're watching in with us, whether that's live or the replay, and where you're watching in from, so we can give you a shout out and say hello. Also, if we've not met before, hello. My name is Jessica Phillips with Now Marketing Group and the Relationship Marketing System, and my personal mission is to help you love more, give more, and be more through the art of authentic relating. My awesome co-host, it's Mike Gingrich, and Mike lives to add value to people's lives in uncommon ways through coaching businesses and individuals. He strongly believes in the value of travel to bring about new ideas and change. He's a fitness geek, and his superpower is synthesizing information and providing tangible next step ideas. How's it going, Mike?
Hey, I am doing well. I know, though, I got to admit, like, we're in competition at this hour right now because there's a huge tennis match going on in Paris between Rafael Nadal and Novak Djokovic. These two of the greatest in the world playing live right now. So please, folks, thank you for being here and attending in the midst of that big tennis match going on there.
Are you just letting people know that there's a replay available and they may want to?
There you go. Yes.
Just kidding. No, tons of updates though, for real. Talking about a tennis match. I feel like there's always something we got to keep up with, Mike. So I'm going to let you kind of hit with the first ball that's being thrown at us as businesses with some of these changes that are happening.
Yeah. Okay. So this one's really interesting. This is from Meta, Facebook world, the universe there. And Meta announced these recurring notifications for business messaging. Okay. And which is a significant shift in its platform approach, because before they really limited those. And now they're really kind of open up a floodgate for this with a few caveats to note here. So we're gonna drop a link in here from Social Media Today. You can read more about this. But number one, they had their first ever quote conversations messaging conference. So again, what is Meta is saying is important messaging, right? And this is kind of what we've talked about. This is some of that hidden communication that's going on. And this one is recurring notifications on the Messenger platform. Okay, so before there was that kind of thing where you could do one within 24 hours kind of piece. And now they're opening up the floodgates. They're no longer concerned about this. Users have the opportunity to opt in. So if a user sends you a message, your business can respond, and then you can kind of activate this process. Do you want to hear from this company? How frequently do you want to hear from this company? And based on what they have set up, you can send them messages. So powerful. Again, this is some kind of like, artificial intelligence chatbot thing that they're ramping up themselves here. Right. And okay, note though, they say it's going to be a premium feature that we intend to charge businesses for in the future. It's currently available to all businesses using Messenger as part of a free trial period. So that's so if you want to get in there, now's the time to get in there. But you're going to be able to send some, opportunities to buy things, updates, marketing messages, a little bit more communication direct in those Messenger DMs.
Yeah, I think this is big, honestly, for a couple of reasons. One, and it's top of mind for me as we're preparing for Social Media Week Lima that's happening 15th and 16th. By the way, next week's show is going to be a premium show with several of the speakers giving their pieces of advice and just sneak peeks of their talk. So that show is going to be 3 p.m. to 4:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Not going to want to miss that. Definitely type the word recap in the comments if you want more info on that, as well as a recap of all these updates and what it means with links to find out more. But why this is top of mind for me for that event is that we're building out a chatbot right now for Social Media Week Lima to stay up to date with all the attendees and individuals that are wanting to get more info on the event. And when you're doing that, you always have to think as a business, if you're trying to message your customers, which how awesome is it that Messenger as a business, you can reach directly in the inbox, which is typically opened within a few minutes of receiving versus email that has like a very low open rate. Messages in the inbox, meaning your Messenger box, are opened in a lot quicker time and a better rate of opens. But as a business, you've always had to consider one, the person that is the customer or the person inquiring always had to opt in some way. So like what we're saying here, type the word recap. You're going to be greeted with a message in your inbox to say, are you wanting these notifications of our blog update, which you would have to respond. And a business can only message you if you've responded or they've interacted with you by you prompting it within a 24-hour period of time. So it wasn't like we could think of the conference and say, okay, opt in today to receive notifications for Social Media Week Lima and then be able to message you later from that inbox automatically. You can't do it. It always had to be a 24-hour window initiated and prompted by the consumer, customer, person that's receiving the message, not the business. And now what they're saying is that they're going to open this up, as Mike said, to have more premium features. Do we know what all that looks like? No, but it does sound like it's going to be something potentially that you're paying for. But if Meta, Facebook, whatever, Meta is putting on a conference now talking about some of these changes, and we've already gave sneak peeks last year even and the year before where they were starting to roll out other features. We could opt in for like news updates and put your email email marketing updates within your business page, kind of like LinkedIn has done. I've seen, where people can opt into that in the message and get that directly into your inbox. It seems that they're migrating more over to this direct dark social type of communication where it's very, one, I would say the consumer, the person receiving it is in control of when and how they receive messages and being able to opt in, opt out, and things more personalized to them on what you're sending based upon what actions that they're doing and what they're taking action on. So definitely something to read and check out on because if Facebook, Meta is investing in a conference and more tools and giving you a direct access as a business to be able to communicate with your customers in a way that's going to get opened and responded to. It's probably something to check out.
And it benefits them. That's the bottom line, because if they can charge for it, they're trying to replace email marketing, I mean, and give us marketers another different opportunity. As you said, with notifications that are helpful, that's top of mind. People will see these and they will have control over how many they want to see. You can't do that with email. I say, I only want to receive so many, I mean, you subscribe.
And not selling the list and all that. Like you have control, you own it. I love it. I mean, it seems more and more, and the relationship marketing gal that loves this kind of permission-based marketing and more personal relationship and content that you're receiving, it seems like that's a big focus on what they're doing too. And while they're still restricting, like the next update by Meta is all about the ad changes. So I know Cambridge Analytica, they came out under fire for the data that they were sharing and how businesses were marketing there and what kind of access they had to data and kind of the sneaky way of getting ads in front of them. Now they're changing some ads even more in the ad library, not only on how we're targeting, but also for the consumers. They'll be able to see more details on why an ad is being sent to you or shown to you, like how the business is targeting. Transparency is going to be the key that we're moving toward more and more toward. And so Meta is now investing in more ways to advertise, but doing it in an ethical, transparent kind of way where you're getting this data, in an ethical, transparent way. And because it's going to now be shown to others on how you're collecting this info and how you're targeting them and why. So, I mean, I don't have all the details on that. I feel like that's its own conversation. Ads in general that have changed.
Yep.
We'll have to bring Tony on and Joanna, from the Now team, and really kind of break that down, because ads are shifting all across the board on all platforms. But this is just one update that's been rolled out by Meta and rolling out now, that I'm going to put the link in the chat. But also, if you want to find out more details, type the word recap in the comments. We'll make sure you get that in your inbox, so you have it at your desk conveniently when
Yes.
you're looking to make changes.
Good. All right. Going to change platforms now. Let's roll over to TikTok. Okay. Really super excited about this one, because this is kind of TikTok and my WordPress world. TikTok announces a new WooCommerce plugin to power more shopping options. Okay. So this is, a WooCommerce and TikTok integration within the plugin and on your WordPress website, that's going to enable WooCommerce sites to sync their store catalog with their TikTok profile. So powering more advanced product display offerings on TikTok and giving you some options there. So super pumped about this one.
Yep.
Okay, so the TikTok plugin for it enables users to connect it and then activate a TikTok pixel tracking, so you can create TikTok ads and launch them all from the WooCommerce dashboard. So boom, that's big.
That's a big one. That's huge. It's more and more time spent on TikTok one. And I mean, everybody has like that Linktree account connected to TikTok. And I think TikTok's taken note of it, that if somebody doesn't know how to create it, or even so, when they're using that, it's not very seamless. If you've ever tried to support a creator or to get to their product or something, it doesn't always like open in a new window one, but if it does, then sometimes your TikTok's gone, where you're trying to go back and find someone. It's a hot mess. But now again, I think TikTok now is trying to remove some of those friction points, one for the creator, but also for the shopper at the end of the day. So definitely a platform to take note of if you're really, I mean, honestly, I don't even know that TikTok is only for a certain genre of people. I found a little bit of everything on that platform, but I find it's one of the ones, if you look at all the other social platforms, TikTok is one. Maybe Snapchat still has this a little bit, but TikTok's the one where you're not interrupted. You have just what you're viewing in front of you. No distractions, no other competing content. Now, granted, you only have a split second to catch their attention, but if you catch their attention and then have an integrated, seamless experience for shopping, this is only going to get better for you. So definitely one to kind of check out. And And Jacqueline says, TikTok made me buy it. That's going to have to be the next one that's said, because right now it's Instagram makes me buy it. But yeah, TikTok too.
And we got George, a developer, saying I looked into it and it looks good, that type of thing. So quick short story on how TikTok is just continuing to emerge. Yesterday, I was in Philadelphia, and I went to a Philadelphia Phillies Major League Baseball game. I'm in the parking lot trying to go in, and this guy stops me and he says, "Hey, I'm creating a TikTok video. Can I interview you about your thoughts on the game?" I'm like, "What?" So sure enough, we conduct a little bit of an interview right there, and I tasked my daughters I said, "Hey, see if you can find this guy and see what happens." Sure enough, today, last night, my interview went live with this guy. So I mean, there's all kinds of stuff, right, on TikTok. It's growing, and it's emerging. So these are important pieces there, but e-commerce is significant. They've done this with Shopify, and now with WooCommerce. I mean, that's just adding a major, with WordPress there, a second major e-commerce platform to take away some of that friction. So, excited. I think that's a good one.
I 100% agree. I feel like it's the one where the creators are that's only the second platform I've ever paid for coins to send to a creator, by the way, to give them some love, because it's just, you can tell that they've earned it. So I really do feel like there's a place there for creators, whether that's someone on your team that you're having do it, or the business brand themselves, finding your jam in there, and creating content is huge. So many great videos that I saved from there too, by the way. But it's going to become easier to post as well. Another update that's coming by TikTok is social media managers can now post to TikTok from their favorite social media tools. So TikTok has added a new set of social media management platforms to its marketing partners platform, which will enable you to organize, schedule, and yes, publish content to TikTok from your platform of choice. I love that they're like open to sharing, downloading the videos. I mean, it's a very much create and feeling like they really don't have this whole scarcity mindset thing going on at TikTok. TikTok is like, we create here, you can share wherever, bring stuff in. We want you to create here, schedule, publish, and keep people on the platform. And their model seems to be working. I like it.
Yep. Kudos to TikTok, making some good forward progress there, I think. Next one, let's switch over to Snapchat there. And Snapchat is adding a new feature, shared stories, again, to fuel collaborative content. Okay, so they're looking to lean into this trend of collaborative content with the launch of co-create, right? I mean, come on, collaborative content.
That's I'm smiling over here.
Co-create. This is the theme for the conference. We're just, it's coming right there. Shared stories, which enables users to invite other Snapchatters to contribute to their story with their own takes and insights. That is, I mean, can we say co-creation, check mark, just in time for the conference? Here we go. Snapchat, nice move.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, Instagram has had like the co-branding where you can kind of work your way around it to do that, which is cool. TikTok has the what's it called? Where you redo it, a remix. The remix is on there, which I love as well. I mean, you have to open it up for that. But this is a whole other way. Like, it's all about co-creation. I mean, I've talked to other speakers and other creators in the space where we've discussed, hey, there's some synergy behind our messages on what we're talking about. We could essentially kind of come up with a theme on talking about, creating content and batching content and do it together in a way that now is reaching both of our audiences, strength in numbers, right? Like, it's integration. We talked about it, a few weeks ago, it was 2 weeks ago now, where I seen a bank and a lending company kind of working together, right, on a billboard, and they were sharing their marketing ad dollars that way. Think about that now just on TikTok or some of the other platforms of co-create and how you could do this. Maybe, the mortgage company is now interviewing the realtors on quick steps to what you need to sell your home faster or whatever, and creating this content that now you can both use, introducing to both your communities and be super helpful.
Both.
This is the things that we should be thinking about co-create. And if you want some more ideas like that, like Mike said, it's the theme of Social Media Week Lima. We're talking about co-create and how these platforms are evolving to create more of immersive, experience, to create overall just an experience that your clients, your community, and your future customers want to be part of, and it doesn't feel salesy, right? And how you can really expand to grow that repeat referral growth over time by just thinking differently about how you can co-create with others, whether that's your clients or others in your community. So excited about this.
I mean, that one's like bleeding edge, right? I mean, we can't even kind of keep up and be ready for all the co-creation stuff that just keeps rolling out. And but here it is, and there it comes, and that's what we're going to talk about at the conference. So it's the place to be.
Yes.
All right, you gonna switch to the next platform?
Yeah. Instagram, let's do it. So Instagram tests new full screen scrollable display of posts and reels. Reported by TechCrunch, Instagram has launched its initial test of a new full screen variation of its main feed display, which makes Instagram content look a lot more like TikTok we were just talking about, right? Like the full screen where no interruptions, no distractions there, leaning into the largest usage trends where people are wanting this. They want to focus on that one thing. You only have a split second to capture their attention though. But we found like when people are spending more time on these platforms, if you can capture their attention and keep it, and they know that they've not wasted their time, they will dive in deeper. It's all about going deeper, not wider, with your content and really kind of doing the work. And now Instagram's leaning into these trends too and testing out new methods to kind of look a little bit more like TikTok actually, but yeah.
Which I introduced this term a few weeks ago, and that's called a zucking, which we just see another example of
Yeah.
now, which is taken from Mark Zuckerberg of Meta, his name,
Mhm.
and his propensity for taking great features of other platforms that he doesn't own and incorporating them. So this is another zucking there that to make Instagram a little bit more TikTok-esque.
Yeah. And Andrea, sorry I missed your comment there. Yeah, shared stories. So I'm not sure
He
which
was on the
platform.
Snapchat one, yeah. He was
Yeah,
talking
the
about
Snapchat
Snapchat
one.
on that one, yeah.
Okay, yeah. But there's other. Yeah, we'll have to do just even a top. I mean, there's so many topics that can spin off of all of these. Again, we'll cover many more in the
Can we
conference.
think about Andres and JJS doing, a
Yeah,
Instagram co-creation story there together for the other show? I
honestly.
mean, I don't know. I'm
Yeah,
just
they're gonna
saying. I
actually be
mean,
doing
possibility.
a live every now and then show from the event and bringing in people that are there, attendees to be on the show, and there's gonna be a game show, co-create kind of fun stuff happening, as well as, one of our sponsors is also doing a game as well, so the Social Pulse community, is gonna be doing a fun live game there as well, kinda with some co-create undertones, so Andreas is like,
Cool.
"Yes," he's pumped for it, so yeah, definitely. Posted a link though to what we just talked about with the Instagram, the full screen. So that is there. And next, let's dive into the next one. So, the rise of remote job postings, LinkedIn is putting this now kind of a graph on just what this looks like, the insights on the do's, don'ts, but how just remote jobs are what people are looking for. So, again, kind of the rise of uh, when we all went and had to work from home with the pandemic, but now more and more people are looking for remote jobs. Kind of going back to what we talked about, this was several weeks ago, about culture kind of starting from the inside out. People are really looking at finding that right place to work. And now they're looking for, okay, where can I work where people are going to give me the freedom to work, how I feel most comfortable and do my best work and not be limited by being tied to a desk. But there's a lot in this graph. I'm just including it here in this, the link in the article. Again, something you want to check out and read to see just if you are hiring, what people are looking for and what they care about. So definitely something, it's not just competing on salary anymore, but this is what people are really looking for right now. So think about maybe how you can potentially, if you don't have remote positions, how you can introduce one, test some things out with things that you're needing done, and see how it can work for you.
Yep, yep. Just some interesting data there, particularly some industries that you thought maybe I don't know would they or not, and you see some growth in a lot of those. So
Yeah.
very interesting thing there. This one is a update that everyone needs to be aware of because most of you are going to use it. We've been talking about the need to use it for years, and now they're making a switch to it. So Google's eliminating the Google My Business mobile app by this July
Yeah.
2022. All the tools to manage your business Google profile are going to be available on the Google Maps app. I mean, they are rocking out that Google Maps app and
Yeah.
transforming it, within there. All
It's
the
really cool what you can do
different
with it though.
pieces that you can find
Mhm.
within Google Maps now, restaurant information, all that kind of stuff. So that's uh,
Yeah.
that's one to be aware of, one to take note of, one to make sure that you start
Mhm.
looking for that in Google Maps app.
Speaking of Google, their next update that's rolling out quickly, we will be talking about it a lot more, both at the event, also on the show, and in some content that we're putting out. But Google Analytics, as you know it, is going to also be going away within the next year. So everything you thought you knew, just forget it. It's all changing. Basically, that's what the show is. But no, but Google Analytics is changing. They are switching to G4, Google Analytics
G4.
4. So they are going to be changing the way of how you're tracking the traffic that's coming into your site. It's going to be more about events, not just visits. So what people are taking action on, not just, where they go. It's like what they do. So you'll still, if you don't have Google Analytics on your account, I still recommend putting it on now so you can have some data to go and compare against. But you'll want to set up, actually, you can do this now, the Google Analytics 4, GA4, where you can set this up now so you have some historical data when they move over and kind of make the switch within this next year. So you're not starting from scratch, because none of that data is going to make sense when GA4 kind of comes into play. You'll just have that as like a reference archive of old things to look at. So set up your new GA4 now. We will be doing some trainings on this. We will be, talking a lot more about it and explaining what it is and what it looks like here to come, but just something to be aware of that is coming faster than any of us are probably ready for. But.
Definitely. Yes. But speaking of things that are coming fast, we have a conference coming up.
That is right. Yes, on to bigger and better things, GA4, yes. And we will be talking about Google Analytics 4 at the event Social Media Week Lima. Tomorrow is June already, guys. I'm like, what is happening? This year is going by so fast. But I am excited because June is the event month. The 15th and 16th of June, we are hosting Social Media Week Lima in Lima, Ohio at the UNOH Event Center. Super pumped to have over 20 leading experts hitting the stage, talking about many of the things we're sharing here today, but in much more detail, and giving you examples on how you can take action with your business now to not only get ahead of the curve, but how to really do so in a way that is going to be sustainable and profitable for your business. So if you've not signed up already, or you want to know more about the event, you can go to sociallima.com. We'll put the link in the comments here. But 2 days, all your lunch, swag, the whole shebang is all included, with a party with everyone. You'll get to meet some of the nicest people you'll meet in the industry and learn so much on what's to come. Not things that you're going to learn in a blog article, right? But practical things to really help your business now. Not only that, we'll have some table talks within that event too, to really get you one-on-one attention from leading experts to know specifically how these changes will apply to your business and get a lot of your questions answered. So sociallima.com, make sure you check out the link, get your ticket, and join us, because it is a ton of fun. And you get to see Mike in person. So
that's right. I'll be there.
That's right. And sneak peek from the speakers next week. Again, we'll have our celebration show to kind of kick off the hype before the event, since we will not be going live the week of the event. Next week will be 3 to 4:45 Eastern Standard Time. Again, you can type the word recap in the comments to get all the deets.
Yes. Again, 3 o'clock. That's an early start for us, folks, because multiple guests coming in. Going to be rocking that time out. Looking forward to that. And then, as we look ahead to the event, we've got a wonderful MC, I guess you'd say, in Chad E. Peterson, the storyteller. And I'm told he's not going to be wearing any turtlenecks at this time. I tried to have that influence on him, but so far nothing there. I'm sure he'll have a hat on, but Chad's going to be a wonderful MC. And kicking off that first day with some great topics there. Jessica's rocking the morning. As well as Mark Suter and Bree coming in from Oklahoma, Bree Seeley. So that's going to be a tremendous one. That's not even all. That's just the first part of the first morning.
I know, you guys. It's going to be epic. I'm just going to say it's epic. We want you to join us, though, for sure, to make it even more epic if you've not signed up already. And let us know if you're coming. I want to make sure that we can meet up in person if we've not done so before. Get a selfie and all the things that make Social Media Week Lima an awesome event that it is. But yay. Hey, Jennifer, good to see you here. But yeah, again, we'll be here next week, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to 4:45, special episode introducing rapid fire some of the speakers and their topics, giving you just some sneak peek of good info and insight that you can apply to your business today. But thanks so much for tuning in with us this week for Magnet Marketers. I hope you guys had an amazing holiday and enjoy the rest of your week. We'll see you right back here next Tuesday. All right. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Mike.
Yeah.
See ya.